Hello, I'm Aaron.
Oh, Parker. I'm
gotta,
Parker. Sorry.
you gotta
Sorry.
say
Oh, I know. Sorry.
it's
I
it's
just
it's
so I
it's
was just
fine.
wasn't
We're just
sorry. Can we start again? Like
yes.
okay. Okay.
I'm Aaron,
I'm Parker.
and this is the Aaron and
And
you're
wait.
supposed to
Sorry,
say
I
the
didn't know
title.
we were going. I didn't know if we were going to say it at that point.
Yes, that was
Shoot.
what we
Wow.
that was
I'm
what we
just.
planned.
I'm kind of. Wow. I'm
It's
really
fine.
nervous.
We can
I
cut
mean,
all of this out.
but I mean, no one's really gonna
No.
listen to this. I don't think. But
Well, why are we even?
no. But just. Never mind. Never mind. Just start over. Okay.
Hello. I'm Aaron,
I'm Parker.
and this is the
Aaron and Parker podcast.
Episode one.
Yeah.
Episode one.
Of the
yeah.
Aaron Parker podcast.
Called.
We don't have.
We don't have a title yet.
Well, we can think of one.
Quarantine Qualms.
Quarantine. Queer.
Queries.
No.
Queries. Not.
Yeah.
Queer.
That's. Well.
Quarantine query.
Yeah. That's.
Quarantine
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine. I mean. Well, no. Does that even make sense though?
What?
Like. Quarantine queries? Like, are we asking questions? Like,
we can do anything. We really.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have set like rules for this or anything.
But we're just gonna go ahead and
go and
talk
about
everything that's going.
Yeah.
It's pretty self-explanatory. It's the Aaron and Parker podcast.
Yeah,
what more
it's
can you
just
expect?
Aaron and Parker talking on a podcast. I think. Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of quarantine.
Quarantine, yeah.
So, right now, the country's in a bit of a funk.
I mean, like, it's kind of like the world is crazy. Like, I mean, we've never seen, like, a sickness that's, like, gotten so big. Like, I didn't know it would be this big. Like, at first, I was like, no, it's not going to be this big, and it got pretty big.
It's like, it was kind of the talk around campus as like a little side conversation thing.
Well,
like, not a lot of people were talking about it.
Yeah, because I thought it was just gonna be like the New York City sort of thing where everyone was having it in the city, but not like not like anywhere else, not like upstate or anything.
No,
I never thought it would. Like, I never thought that the semester would have to, like, sort of end there.
It's crazy. First year of college.
Here to Mill Meadow.
It's hard. It's like, would I rather be back at Mill Meadow High School or be at home?
I don't think anyone wants to go back to Mill Meadow High School.
Or would I rather be on campus still at Brown? But like.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was having fun at college. I just wish I could have finished the semester. I was confused when it closed at first because I didn't think there were any cases up where we were up where I was.
You're in New York.
Yeah. They just I was like, okay, I guess they're just closing down all the SUNYs, but then they closed down.
Brown is down. Yeah.
Everywhere else and everything. But I don't know. I guess it's pretty bad.
It has. I mean, of course, the spike already hit, but like people don't know if it, like, in time within the next few months will the thing come back.
I mean,
I'm not a scientist,
medical
but
professional.
We both said the same thing.
No, I said medical professional. But I don't really know if, like, how these things work, but it feels like there's fewer cases. I feel like where we are now, it would be safe for me to go back.
You really think so?
In the fall.
Well, I mean,
but how is it over? I cannot for the life of me remember which state Brown is in.
It's Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, it's Rhode Island.
Yes.
Rhode Island. Oh, that's like. Shoot, I was thinking Long Island. Sorry.
That's where all the mediums are, right? The Long Island
What?
mediums. Those crazy people who like think they can talk to ghosts or something.
What are you talking about?
There's a show. I remember as a kid seeing that show, and I was like, "That's really idiotic."
I can't say anything about that because I've never heard about that. But Rhode Island. That's where
it's like around campus.
That's where Family Guy takes place, right?
I know that that's a show. I've never watched Family Guy. I've seen
funny.
some clips, but I didn't think it was.
I don't want to just talk about Family Guy.
Well, okay. Well,
so I'm not going to talk about.
Well, anyways, at Brown, it was kind of like, at least for like my friends, I kind of got my acquaintances I got to know there. It was kind of like they were concerned about wearing a mask to like, I mean, playing their instruments in school. It's not going to be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Everybody says like, oh, it's no big deal to wear a mask. It doesn't. It's fine. But and I know it's important. I know. I'm not disregarding the fact that it's important to wear a mask, but it gets really hard for me to breathe. Like I can do like 5 minutes, but that's it.
Yourself?
No. I'm just around 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you actually timed yourself.
No, I should sometime just to see, just for fun. But I don't know if I could.
That'd be like a waste of time.
Okay. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do like a full class wearing a mask. It just gets hard to breathe, and I feel it would get really hot. Like these days, it's been really hot, and it makes it feel hotter.
It's like I tried when I first heard about Corona, I tried like covering up my mouth and seeing if like I could, but it's not the same as wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's not even close. Like what? Like your hands.
I know it's not the same, but like I just did it as like an instinctual thing, I guess.
Like you'd just be walking down the street and you'd put your hands over your mouth.
Well, no, that would be like foolish.
Yeah. What are you saying? Like,
no. We're not gonna. I know you're gonna harp on things and stuff. But, yeah. Okay, but I know like. Okay, like it's a like what else are we supposed to talk about besides? I mean, we're gonna talk about other stuff besides
coronavirus. Quarantine. Is like everything is about like the coronavirus. I've seen some really funny song parodies about it though, like all over the place. I mean, say what you will about like quarantine happening and it like uprooting a lot of lives, but I think like some of the best art of our generation, I think, will come out of this time.
Are you actually being serious?
I've seen some really good song parody. Like, I'm not talking about the dumb ones that are just like, my corona. Like, that's stupid. That's obvious. Instead of my Sharona. I'm talking about, like really clever ones where they like really go in like delve into like not just the that it's the coronavirus but like the toilet paper shortage, and they
do you realize that the creativity of like pretty much all the generations at this point has perished? It's pretty much done, and Corona's not helping that.
No, but I think people are really making the most of this difficult time. Like I'm not saying it's a good thing. I cry for the hundreds of thousands of families who have just died and all that. But I mean it's not great for like the just everything, like nobody's been working and stuff like that.
Well, that's obvious.
I think So no, I'm not saying that coronavirus is a good thing.
Right, but you're saying that the artistic qualities of songwriting.
I'm not gonna argue with
Well,
you
no,
about this.
I know. I'm not
like,
trying to.
I'm like, I haven't seen
I'm
many
not-
people write new original songs about the coronavirus, but the parodies I've
I'm
seen
not trying to berate you.
have been pretty clever. Yeah, berate me, okay. Sorry.
What?
I just sometimes the way you talk, like don't like take this the wrong way, but sometimes
Okay.
it feels like some of those high school vocab quizzes that we used to take, where you write write a paragraph,
Okay.
and you write 10 sentences, but use all of these 5 or 6 vocab words somewhere in it.
I feel like
I get it. I
mean, that was one of the things I didn't really have to try too hard on in high school, because I think I was good at, like, first of all, memorization. I mean, most of high school is pretty much memorization, except for some, like, English analysis and stuff, but
that comes. I know that comes harder to some people.
well, yeah,
though,
I'm not trying to
but
like acknowledge other people's like intelligence. That's not trying to, you know.
diminish other people's.
Okay, now you're gonna be using the
diminish.
words.
That's not even a hard word. Like anybody could use diminish, but I don't know. You've always had like a vocabulary. Like I remember.
Well, okay.
Like
well,
in
thank you.
3rd grade, I remember you were like, oh, I feel it was something about like sitting alone at lunch. Like you started sitting alone at lunch and you were like,
oh my god,
like something like,
yeah.
oh, look at me, I'm such a social pariah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought you were talking about like piranha, like a social piranha, and I was like, what are you talking about?
That's hilarious.
No, do you remember that?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Because like, what 3rd grader uses the word pariah?
I did. I described myself as like a recluse in the cafeteria.
Yeah, that's another. I mean,
but I mean,
wait, hold on. Have I been saying it wrong?
How have you been saying it?
Recluse, recluse, like recluse.
Well, that's like if you're saying reclusive, I guess, but
like
it's more of a recluse. Rec.
I'm.
That's
fine.
fine.
Are you BSing me right now?
No.
Okay. Come on, guys. If
Hold on.
Okay. Comment or whatever you do with a podcast. Tell us if.
Hold on.
Recluse.
What?
Yeah.
Really? I always thought it was recluse, like a recluse.
Recluse. A recluse is a person who lives in voluntary seclusion from the public and society. Well, I guess I was using that word inaccurately as well, because it wasn't really voluntary sitting alone at lunch.
Well, I mean, I feel like you kind of put it on yourself. You made yourself a social pariah, if you will.
Piranha.
That's what I thought. I'm just... I think most people did. I mean,
if I were an animal, I wouldn't be a piranha.
What kind of animal would you be?
What kind of animal would I be? That's
like, if you could be an animal.
If I could be an animal, well, technically humans are animals. But, like, if I could be anything other than a human, so, I guess I would be, I think an owl.
Oh. I don't, like...
Don't tell me you don't know what an owl is.
No, I know what an owl is. No, why do you immediately assume I don't know what an owl is? I'm just trying to make sense of the fact that someone could have, like every animal. They could be any of them. Like have all of the animals at their disposal, and they say owl?
Yes.
I mean... I think I want to hear your reasoning.
Want to hear my reason for being an owl?
for wanting to be an owl.
Well, I mean...
Wanting to be an owl. Why can't I talk?
I mean, their eyesight is known to be pretty good, so first of all, that facet of my, my physiology would be fixed. So, but also, I am kind of a nighttime-y person. I more so like the sunset than the sunrise. So,
okay,
I guess that would be, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's other animals that could reign supreme over an owl. I'm not saying that's not out of my mind, but there's probably another animal I would choose, but the first thing that came to mind and my instincts said owl.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound judgmental.
Well, what animal would you be?
Well,
no, I'm sorry. I apologize for being a little abrasive.
Well, no, you could have just said mean or inconsiderate. You didn't have to say abrasive.
I apologize for being mean.
Okay.
Episode 1, I apologize for being mean.
That's not going to be the title. What animal would I be? This is gonna sound weird, but I feel like a little ant, because, well, they think of what they do. They all work together, in such a they
okay.
dig. Well, think they the hive mind idea. It's just impressive to me that they can build all this stuff
What
and
is
work
it, 8
together
times their own
well.
body weight they can lift?
Yeah, that's if I could lift 8 times my own body weight, I could. I was just gonna make a joke that I shouldn't make. I could lift
Well, I feel like
something really heavy. No,
I feel like since you said it, you have to say it now.
It was really mean. It was really, really mean. I could fine it. No, I'm not gonna make the joke. But because anyone could hear this podcast, and I don't want anyone to. I don't want to seem mean on a podcast that anyone could.
You could
listen
lift
to.
what? Weights?
I could lift. I could lift. I could lift on 800-pound weight.
If you're an 100-pound ant.
Well, no, okay. But if I was me, but had the powers of an ant.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have the powers of an ant. But I would still be working together with. That
would be terrifying. Colony. You'd basically be a superhero.
Yeah, I mean, and my little pincers, I could.
Imagine if all ants made that noise.
Maybe they do, and they're just so small that they're quiet to us. Maybe smaller animals can.
I wonder if that's ever been tested.
Maybe if I let my tiny dog outside, if he could hear ants. I wonder if that's why he sometimes just barks at nothing when I bring him outside.
It's true. I guess no test can truly detail what animals hear.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. True.
Oh.
But if I was an ant, then I could know for sure what sound.
Oh, okay. We were talking about quarantine.
Yeah, but I have another point for the ant thing.
Okay, then we gotta get back on track.
If I was you would say, oh, wouldn't you be worried about being stepped on or something, or being attacked?
Wouldn't you be worried about being stepped on?
No, but there are some ants. If I was a bullet ant, the bullet ants, their bites are some of.
There's a guy who stings himself with ants.
Coyote Peterson.
Peterson.
How have we never talked to each other about Coyote Peterson? Have you seen Coyote Peterson?
I've seen one clip of a guy.
Oh man, I love him.
Coyote Peterson?
Yeah, he's the guy who gets bit by the bullet ants.
So he
lets himself get bit and stung by some of the most dangerous creatures in the world.
What is the purpose of that?
It's I can't even explain it. It's so cool. I can't watch when he gets bitten or stung or anything. It's a little.
Is he just writhing in pain? Because
Well,
that's
no, it's cool. He sees himself as an educator, so he's like teaching people why you shouldn't get
why you
bit
shouldn't
and stung
get
by
bit.
these things, and I think that's kind of amazing. I don't I don't know. We can uh forget I said anything. Just go, what
No,
were you
no,
saying?
it's
No, what
fine.
were you
No,
saying?
no, I'm good. No,
No,
keep
just
going.
what were you saying? I just want to know what you were saying. What we were going to. We should go on. We've been going for 20 minutes.
Coyote
Oh my
Peterson.
god.
Is his name Coyote?
I'm sure that's not his real name. I'm sure that's not his
Okay.
real name.
Well, what have you been doing during your quarantine time so far?
I mean, really, like, what has there been to do, really?
That's
I
very
mean,
true.
I've, I don't know, I mostly just did schoolwork when school was still happening,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, you know, the workload was pretty heavy with that. I had classes most days, and like some of my professors would just like not even realize
Mm-hmm.
the kinds of schedules we have at home, like sleeping in during quarantine.
A lot of people are sleeping in like crazy hours.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while, but my professors just didn't realize that. And online finals were rough. Like I just can't get myself in the mindset to focus on that.
It would be hard to take APs online. I can't imagine like for like the
class below us. Yeah, I heard they were like 45 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and like that's I. So why did I put myself through taking 5 APs last year? Like 5 full length APs.
I saw a lot of GIFs about it.
I mean, well, GIFs, but I mean 3 hours times 5.
Wait,
That's 15 hours.
I don't want to derail the conversation again, but you said GIFs?
I'm not going to get into this conversation again. Okay, I say GIFs. Like say the word gift and then take the T away. It's GIF.
But the person who created it said it was
okay.
GIF.
I just don't want to have this conversation again.
That's fine. I guess at this point it's become a cultural thing to pronounce it a different way. And,
language was made to be understood, and I understand GIF, so I don't care about the original intent.
I mean, like,
there.
I guess author's intent is kind of, it's kind of important. Okay, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
The APs.
The APs, yeah.
We were talking...
That's 15 hours of my life that I spent last year just taking APs.
Wow.
Yeah, I took 5 APs last year.
I took 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, because you were also I thought music was IB, or did they have an AP for
They allowed me to challenge that one.
to challenge it. Yeah.
So I didn't have all 7 in my schedule. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah, but you challenged them. Yeah.
I've struggled to find a nice balance between having a hefty workload and trying to maintain my own health.
I wish I mean, senior year was so rough for me. Just putting the classwork on top of that, no idea why I chose to take so many APs, but I didn't know how rough senior year was going to be. I mean, it was pretty rough. Like around November, I just couldn't focus on any of my classes. And December.
I remember you
January,
being a little...
and February too. But I mean, it was hard to focus on classes. Like I missed like 5 or 6 days of school just in the month of December.
I remember.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have to.
No, we don't. We don't. I don't. We don't.
And like with the big, like,
I
mean, also with last year it was the whole school kind of suffered like a loss as well. I mean,
well, that was. I mean,
that's a different thing.
That wasn't until the summer though. That was after we had already.
I know, but it's
graduated.
like the community. It's like, it was like.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
I can't imagine even for like, but sorry, this year for the with quarantine and everything happening around the whole world, basically, I can't imagine what it's like for the seniors this year.
Oh right, the people. Yeah, I mean, I keep thinking, oh, my life is so terrible. I looked forward to college all this time, and now I just get sent back home not even halfway through the second semester. But yeah, the seniors, they're missing out on so much.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, they probably had senior trips to go on, and like.
Yeah. I mean,
do they do ball with seniors? Some schools do. Some schools don't.
They didn't when we did it, but I don't remember if that was just an us thing, like if it was only our graduating class that didn't have the ball. Right. I honestly don't remember. But I can't imagine not having had our senior trip.
And remember prom?
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about prom. We had.
Sorry.
No, I mean, don't. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I don't want to talk about it. Prom was. I just don't like it. It's hard to think about. But I know for you too. I don't want to undermine your own negative prom experiences. Of course. I mean, it's hard to compare.
Correct.
Them. I mean, technically, I had a really, really good prom. Like I couldn't have wished for a better prom, even if I tried. Like it couldn't have gone better for me, and it was the most magical night of my life, and I still think about it every single day. But I know it wasn't, but it's been tainted. I know, but I know this wasn't the same for you.
Pretty much. Hell for me.
But
I mean, I don't try to think about it that often, but like when I do, it's like I go back to that place and I kind of see the whole dance floor and I see myself aimlessly walking.
I think you've come a long way since then.
I think I've
seen you grow.
I know I like to joke about your girl troubles, but yeah. I mean, it's not like I don't think about her anymore. I mean, I still have those times, but it's
same with me. Yeah, for my person that I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Heather, sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't want to. For me, it's. Who's going to listen? Who's going to listen to this? Is anyone going to listen to this?
I mean, I know. Nobody's going to listen to this ever. Like, it's just.
Are you
sure? It's just random, and
the internet is a big.
No, place. I mean, no one's gonna. Who would listen? I mean, it's just dumb. It's dumb. But I don't like. Can we say that?
Shoot your shot.
No, I'm not gonna say anyone's. I'm not gonna. No, I'm just wondering, like, what if, let's say Heather, found this and like was just like, she was like, why are these two creepy guys?
It's not creepy.
Talking?
It's not creepy.
But it's not creepy. It's not creepy. I know. It's not creepy.
I'm sick of hearing that. But
no. I'm not saying that it's creepy. You were in love with her and you had something with her, and it's understandable that you would still think about her a lot. I understand that completely. understand that more than anyone else probably. Um,
For me, college is like a paintbrush.
what do you mean?
Going to college has been like a paintbrush. I've had to tell this to everybody. Going to
Everybody? What? Sorry. Continue.
I don't like admitting that I have a therapist now, but if no one's gonna
Oh,
hear this,
no,
then
no, that's cool. Yeah,
I've
I've
always
always meant to have a therapist. Yeah.
I've life is not life. College for me is like a paintbrush, and the high school, Mill Meadow High, and everything with Heather went. It's college is a nice, slick coat of paint on top of that canvas.
Yeah, I feel I get that. I wanted college to be like a fresh start, just leave everything from Mill Meadow behind. Uh I feel like it just wasn't
How
it didn't
so?
I well I mean I mean you can't just leave part of you behind. I mean when you're so close with someone, I feel like they sort of become a part of you, and every shared moment you have with that person, no matter how far removed you are from that person, those moments are still inside you somewhere. So when I went to college, I didn't realize that I took some of Mill Meadow with me. Like, yeah, I was like, I know they say like you can take the boy out of Mill Meadow, but you can't take the Mill Meadow out of the boy. That's a stupid saying,
That's
but like no,
okay.
not Mill Meadow, but the experiences, like
Right.
her and well everyone, and like Nick, Rachel, uh, everyone, all of those things,
Yeah.
just kind of stuck with me, and I couldn't just throw those away once I got to Buffalo.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
it's
does make
I
sense. That
just
does make
I
sense.
realized that like the listeners probably have no idea what we're talking about, and I don't want to like I feel like it's kind of boring to just talk about stuff from our
I
lives
mean,
and
if
not like
if using that mindset, why would they click on the Aaron and Parker podcast?
well I guess yeah they want to hear about Aaron and Parker, and here we are talking about Aaron and Parker. Yeah.
Well, okay. Anyways, for me during quarantine, it's been a lot of delving into new art.
Hmm.
I
What do you mean?
know I used to be enthralled with, just classic literature and all that, but it's kind of like I'm starting to get into new age like techno.
Really?
Yeah.
Like music?
Well, it's
Like
kind of
music?
like classical mixed with techno.
Does I'm sorry, I'm not like well versed in musical like classical that's like Beethoven and all
I've
that.
I've made a joke that, well, yes, but I've made a joke that like classical and techno is called like classico.
That's stupid. But I what I can't really envision that. Like I
I
mean
know
I'm not like
I
a
know I'm not the
big
person to
music
like
person.
say that, but the techno element is so much of a contrast that it almost makes it beautiful.
Oh, okay, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, mixing the repetitive beats with the intricacies of all the sounds that can come from a violin. It's like
Oh.
it's kind of insane. But besides music, not that much. I've been very scared of going outside and seeing.
Oh.
I know a lot of people. I saw on I saw on social media a lot of like couples have been getting together and like, people in like small friend groups, and I know it's like, I know technically there's such a low chance.
Yeah. In our area, it's been going down mostly.
But to me, I know that I would take low odds, but it's kind of like there's still a chance of getting it.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I just wanna follow the rules. Like some people, I get really bothered when I see on social media people like hanging out, like especially with their significant others. Like if they're breaking the rules, like at least just do it and don't tell anyone about it. You don't have to shove it in everyone's faces on social media. It really bothers me. Like right on May 15th, like the day that we were supposed to go into phase 1 of reopening, I just saw all of these couples on social media just getting together, and that just bothers me so much. Like
I know mental health is very important in this time.
Sure, yeah, of course.
If people, regulate themselves to seeing one person or something, and that's their deal, they can do what they want. But for me, at least, and my mom is could be compromised by it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I care about my mom very much, and so I know I would rather. I mean, and we're maintaining distance right now, so it's fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen you, and I've maintained distance. I saw. Well, I mean, I've not seen many people, but I've maintained distance with pretty much everyone. I've hung out with. I actually hung out one time with Natalie Feinstein. Remember her? She was in our class.
That's a name I haven't thought about in a while.
Well, you never really knew her.
I knew she existed
much. But no, we hung out and took a walk, and we hugged.
You hugged?
And I mean it like, but here's the thing: I made sure she hadn't seen anyone else or like been like not distanced with anyone else, and I hadn't really been distancing with anyone else, and I just
okay.
I thought it was okay. Should I have said her full name, Natalie Feinstein? Should I have said that? Like
that's fine.
I mean if she
we could bleep it out.
She knows. She knows that I hung out with her. She knows that I went on a walk with her. So what?
I'll put a little censor bleep over it.
You don't have to do that, because then it just sounds like what would it sound like?
Like you're swearing?
Yeah, I mean I don't like. What would people think? Like I went on a walk with like.
I'd bleep the last name.
Like with. Well, people are gonna know. I mean, how many Natalies are there in our graduating class? I mean, Natalie Feinstein. I don't remember there being any other Natalies.
It's probably like 3 or 4.
Really?
Well, okay. Well,
I don't
that's
know.
very good.
It wasn't a big. It wasn't.
Very good.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, taking in the scenery and taking in nature. It's very good during this time.
It wasn't. It's not a big deal. It was just nothing. It was just we were just hanging out.
I mean, since I'll bleep out the name, do you think you'd have any? I mean, not catching the virus, but did you catch anything else? Like,
no, we're just I'm like remember like at last summer we sort of had that thing. Did I ever tell you about that? We were kind of just. It was
I don't think you did. And
well, I mean we were talking, but we never really like went on dates. I guess she was always she was pretty busy last summer. She was a camp counselor, so
Oh,
she was always at a camp or something. But she
that's
like
I know some
I mean
people
there's
like
this
that.
big. What is that supposed to mean?
I know some people like camp counselors. You know, have you heard of like the camp counselor guy?
Was Heather a camp? Was it camp
Heather was not a camp counselor.
Okay, I was just wondering. Sorry, I was just
She
wondering.
did go to camp though.
Okay.
She did she counsel? Did she? Was she a counselor?
But no, it was nothing.
I don't know.
It was just
yeah.
there was. Well, yeah. I mean, I mostly, I think like Zach was the only one who knew. I mean he don't talk with him about it because he keeps like making these jokes. Oh, you never went on a date with her because she always stood you up. But that's not true. She always had camp stuff. Like if she wasn't at camp, she was always preparing for camp. So she wasn't a standing me up sort of thing. And I don't know why Zach keeps saying that.
All right, Zach. All right. Okay.
Yeah, he might. That's one of the things that bothers me. Like the second cases started going down, he was like on social media. I just kept seeing all these things of him and his significant other together, and it's just like, come on, have some respect.
Oh,
yeah.
And he's so he kind of was judgmental towards you a little bit. There's kind of some hypocrisy there.
No, I mean I know I always haven't been the best friend towards Zach. But I feel like sometimes he just doesn't have as much respect for what other people are going through. He's kind of really concerned with how he feels in the moment, and his feelings are always valid, but you can't just go break quarantine just because you're dating someone and just because you're happy with someone. Like that's not fair.
I mean, well, you broke it with her.
Well, that's not. We're not. It's she's no. It's nothing.
I know you haven't been the best of friends to Zach, but I'm glad that we're starting this podcast. You and I.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've grown apart in the past several years.
Yeah. For those who don't know, like Parker and I, we after when college started, it was kind of like it was kind of time to branch out from Mill Meadow in general. But when quarantine started, it was kind of we became friends like we were in high school. For people who don't know,
I mean, your house is within biking distance, so I could always just bike down. I think of the people like I knew from high school, your house was the closest to mine, so it made sense to come and see you. But I'm glad we've reconnected.
Right. And I know we didn't do this with anybody else, but
of course only with you. I feel like there's some things I can talk about with you where other people would just like judge me for. I don't know. Just I don't know. I feel like we're pretty similar people.
Yes, we both have had similar experiences.
Yeah, I mean, and we've both grown from them, and we've both grown from them. That was the same thing.
This podcast, at least, although it's small and not a lot of people know about it, it's something of substance.
Yeah.
And something tangible.
For sure. I mean, it's been hard to have stuff that you can look at and say, I made this, I'm proud of this during quarantine, because there haven't been big projects.
Except if it's an unoriginal another quarantine song.
Well, that's not tangible.
I mean, how many times can someone sing about washing their hands?
Some of them have been just very, very original. Is all I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
I've actually gotten into drawing lately.
Drawing what?
Just drawing pictures. Just random things like moments from my high school experience.
Yeah.
Mostly. I'm not very good at it. Of course, I won't show you any of them. But that's just been my only my real only outlet.
Right.
During quarantine, I think.
Is it like Is it like pencil or
Like a
pastel?
pencil? Yeah, I use a pencil.
Oh.
I mean, I've never done much art.
Well,
but I
what are some of the? I mean, do you have any drawings that you can
I'm not
show?
going. I'm not going. I'm embarrassed. They're not very
Okay.
good. It's just nothing. I'm not going to show you any of them. It's just been something
Sure.
that I've been doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I started a little bit in college. I had a friend who liked to draw, and she drew a picture of me once, and I was like, "Wow, you just created this from nothing," and that's like. I don't know, that's beautiful.
Sort of thing,
like, well, yeah, I mean, like, not what you were talking about, but a paintbrush and a pencil are similar, as they can both be used for art.
There you go.
So, good job on that connection.
Yeah.
What? No, but that really inspired me, because it wasn't just a drawing of me, it was how I saw it as how she saw me, you know? And I thought, wow, I can just draw how I see other people. And I've never been really good at expressing how I feel or what I think. So I feel like drawing like how I see things is a pretty good.
In a sense, you're drawing in the third person.
Hold on, let me just try to wrap my head around that.
Drawing in the third person.
Like,
I guess.
I'll say yes, I am.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Like, did you catch anything for this person?
I don't want to just talk about my girl problems.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I don't know. There were a few girls in college over at UB. Tried to stay connected with them. But there was nothing like really serious. I mean, this girl and I were talking like a lot, before winter break, and it was really nice. I feel like there was something there, but I don't know what happened with that. It just kind of
fell through.
Yeah, I guess I haven't talked to her at all since December.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it was my fault. I don't want to get into this. It's a long story.
So,
maybe on one of the later episodes,
we were kind of talking about
fans can...
what we have been doing in quarantine.
I don't think there's anything more to talk about in terms of what we've been
quarantine.
Doing. Yeah, like what? I mean,
I have been I've been watching TV.
Oh, have any new shows or anything?
Just finished. They recently put Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. I had you seen it before?
I have.
Oh.
Yes.
It's like when you were a kid? Or
yeah, I pretty much lived in it.
Oh, I
don't think I ever told you, but...
No, I
mean, I know I like to talk about... I know it's all Star Wars and stuff, but it's kind of...
What were your thoughts?
What were my thoughts?
I also I started watching it. I got through most of season 1. I think
season 1
kind of.
Well,
yeah. I don't know.
Season 1 is a great start.
Everyone was telling me to watch it. All of my friends were saying, "Hey, guy, hey Parker, this is really." Really amazing. You need to watch this.
It's I know it's there's just so much about it that is exquisite. The subtle musical cues that flow throughout, the subtle references to Japanese animation.
Okay, well I wouldn't understand those things, but I feel like I don't know. It just as a show, I thought it was great. This things I saw of it, I thought it was great as a kids show, but where I am now in my life, I feel like it's just all the humor feels so childish.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a good blend of drama and humor. I mean,
well, yeah, it just feels so juvenile, I guess.
I guess some of the jokes are easy and just it's just laugh it up.
Yeah,
funny.
I
It's
feel
about
like
randomness.
s- Saka,
Yes.
the I feel like every one of his lines is just like, oh, I want to eat some meat. I
But
want
do you
some
not see the hidden
meat.
intricacies in that though?
I am struggling to figure out where you could find intricacies in just some annoying teenager like saying, "Oh, I want meat."
Well, have you thought about he is probably the most animalistic out of the group? It's kind of different facets.
I feel like that's a stretch. That's definitely a stretch.
It's kind of different facets of nature, each character.
But here's the thing: if you're just watching a TV show, just watching it for fun, you don't look for all of that stuff. You're just like, is this well written? Does it make me laugh? Does it make me cry? You don't look for the intricacies or whatever.
I mean, I didn't cry at the end, or I didn't find myself laughing out loud, but I found myself more so finding it beautiful.
I don't know. It just didn't grab me. I don't know.
And also because I kind of geeked out as a kid on whether I'd be a firebender, airbender, waterbender, earthbender.
Yeah, it is kind of fun just to imagine the fantasy world.
I know,
aspect of it.
and none of it's realistic, but it is in that world. That is their life. Yeah, but I think if I had to be something, I think I would be more so close to. Not all firebenders are evil.
It's just like not all Slytherins are evil. It's a fair comparison, right?
I don't like Harry Potter.
I mean, I've obviously not. I'm obviously not as big of a Potter fan as I used to be, but like when I was a kid, that was like when I was really young, like way long ago, like so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like everything.
That's how most people start out.
Yeah. I kind of like have to. I think I drank too much water.
Do you have to use the bathroom?
I feels awkward to say that. And do the people go to the bathroom in the middle of podcasts?
I haven't listened to many podcasts, but I assume not.
Well,
I can just talk.
Just talk. And I'll be back as.
Do you know where the bathroom is?
I'll find it. Right. I mean, it's like right down the.
It's down the hall.
Like, so if I'm standing.
Past the picture of me with the tricycle. Past the picture of me with the bassoon. To the right.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.